So, what is Kavach? It is something that promises to stop any of the trains who are heading for a collision. Simply put, that's the way as it is being seen. Now, in a groundbreaking development, the Indian Railways successfully has tested in the past the indigenous automatic train protection, which is known as ATP system, also called as Kavach, which promises to revolutionize train safety in the country. The system, built with the goal of zero accidents. Remember, zero accidents. It has underwent several tests in Secunderabad with earlier Railways Minister Ashwini Vaishnav had overseen that. He had supervised it also in his previous tenure, and other officials were also there and when this Kavach was tested. And during the test, two trains on the same track were deliberately set on a collision course, with one of them carrying the Union Minister. However, thanks to Kavach's advanced technology, the trains came to a halt before any collision could occur. Now, this system that has been tested, the question is why it is not being implemented in trains like one we saw, the accident that happened in West Bengal at New Jalpaiguri, where Kanchanjunga Express was rammed by a speeding goods train on Monday. So this is something that raises a lot of questions. The experts are also saying that the Kavach in itself is a very good system, a very efficient system, but its implementation is taking a lot of time, and that is one question that the government needs to ponder on. How does it work basically? It automatically applies brakes when a train passes at a stop signal or when a loco pilot fails to do so, and that was demonstrated earlier also to prevent the accidents caused by human error. So the Kavach's working principle involves continuous updates of train movements using high-frequency radio communication, conforming to the highest levels of safety certification, which is SIL4. The system also uses RFID tags on tracks and at station yards for precise track identification, train location, and direction. Additionally, on the board display of a signal aspect, which is also called as OBDSA, feature assists loco pilot in checking signals on board consoles, even in low visibility conditions. The successful testing of Kavach marks a significant milestone in Indian Railways, and Atmanirbhar Bharat initiative is something that gets a lot of boost of this. And this also aims to promote indigenous technology and self-reliance. But the question here is, we have to implement it at a speed, at scale, which is beneficial, which is useful, and can be utilized to prevent accidents like these. So the government already had announced of bringing this Kavach mechanism on 2,000 kilometers of rail network under Kavach's protection in 2022-2023 financial year itself. Now in 2024, it will be definitely increased. Currently, the system has been deployed on over 1,098 route kilometers and 65 locos in ongoing projects of South Central Railway, with approval for speeds of up to 160 km per hour. Looking ahead, the Indian Railways also intends to implement Kavach on Delhi-Mumbai and Delhi-Howrah corridor as part of the Mission Raftar project, which aims to raise train speeds to 160 km per hour. Now, the question here is, these data might sound sufficient, 1,900, almost 1,100 kilometers being covered out of the 2,000 kilometers that was earmarked in 2022-23, but it has to go on scale, and also the route map, the route areas that are being covered needs to be increased so as to not just avert accidents like these, but also give the travelers the sense of safety and security with which they want to travel. Otherwise, air travel once again comes the next best option. But Indian Railways, as always, has been providing better amenities, better facilities, cleaner stations, cleaner trains, and hence this safety aspect is also something that needs immediate attention. Thanks for watching.
Subscribe to Oneindia channel and never miss an update.